Can China and India ever be friends and allies? Not unequal allies like America and Britain, but rather two equal and ancient civilizations standing together in mutual respect. Let's understand this. Mutual respect depends on strength. You can have an equal relationship between two countries, two civilizations that are equally strong. Then there will be an equal relationship. When you have a country like China whose GDP is 5 times that of India, there can never be an equal relationship. They will they will not respect India. Why should they respect India? Why should they respect a nation that has 1/5 of their GDP? That's not how it works. And there are no friendships in geopolitics. There are alliances, temporary alliances. And when things change, the alliances may dissolve. And America and Britain are very unequal allies precisely because of this dynamic. The British have no strength today. They are not a major geopolitical player. Their GDP is tiny compared to that of the US. It's a fraction of that of the US. And that's why the US bosses around Britain. The Americans essentially, to put it crudely, treat the British as their pet poodle. Right? That's how they treat the British. It's a vassal state. So is Australia, so is New Zealand, so is Canada. So that is the only consideration in geopolitics. Power, your national strength, your comprehensive national power, your GDP, your military, the strength of your military, and other factors. That is what determines how much respect you get. That's the only thing. No one cares how culturally advanced you are and how many libraries you have and how many forms of classical dance you have and so on. No one cares. The only consideration in geopolitics is hard power. And you cannot have any soft power unless you first have hard power. Right? So that is where it goes. So India and China can forget about friendship. There can be never there is no such thing as friendship. Alliances can happen. But when you have two major powers with a common border, they are typically going to be either in an uneasy state of truce or they're going to have hostilities. So if India and China are to be allies in the future someday, it will happen only if these two civilizations don't have a shared border, which can only happen if Tibet is restored to independence. Right? And I do not consider India and China to be equal ancient civilizations from a civilizational perspective. China is a newcomer to the civilizational club. The Chinese civilization is about 3.5 thousand years old at most. India is the oldest known civilization. It goes way beyond the Bronze Age. India's civilization has a recorded history of at least 10,000 years, if not more. So there is no question of these two civilizations being equal. India has exported so much culture to China. China has given India nothing back in return. It's not like we want something, but the cultural exchange has always been one sided. Right? So, from a civilizational perspective, India and China are not equal. India is way greater than China. But from a geopolitical hard power perspective, currently China is 5 times the size of India from the economic strength perspective. And militarily also, it has a much bigger military. Look at the number of fighter planes they have. Look at the number of warships they have. Look at the number of submarines they have. Come on. Right? The only thing that restores some sanity and balance is that India possesses the ultimate weapon, which is the nuclear weapon. Right? So there is not going to be mutual respect unless both civilizations are on equal terms from the perspective of hard power. Only then there could be a mutual respect kind of situation and maybe an alliance if Tibet is a buffer state in between.